Okay everybody, thanks for watching. This is the last video. This is part 5. This is the yummy part, and it's 6:45 on Saturday, April 6th. It seems like a long time, but actually not. I had a chance to plant my garden and go out shopping and basically just let the smoker do the work. Somebody asked me where I got it from. I got it from Canadian Tire here in Canada. It's a Centro. And a couple years ago they had a big blast sale on these things. It was about $185 Canadian, regular $280 or so. And the good thing I like about it is it does not use the pucks. It's the pucks that are compressed. This way I can mix and match, hickory and alder, cherry and apple, or cherry and maple, or with the chips, rather than having the pucks. The pucks are a real pain because you can only put in one at a time. This is the same thing. It goes up to 270 degrees. It has a timer, it's digital, and it's the same size. And it was $185. So, these things here, you clean them, you just take care of them, and they'll last you a lifetime. So, here we go. We're going to pull this stuff out. I already gave some to the neighbor. Some of the salmon to my neighbor in the back and neighbor to the side. And I already got 2 thumbs up. It's pretty good. Alright, so take the ribs out. Alright, so now for the salmon. There we go. You see what the olive oil does on the racks is that your salmon doesn't stick. Okay, famous last words. Oh, we got her. Alright, so there we go. Show everybody here. Alright, there we go. Ta-da! And if you see that one right there, that's the one we've been put. You can just take it like that and pull it off. There you go. Let me taste. Oh, okay. I can still taste the salmon. Just a tad bit sweet, but not much. And a little taste of salt. Absolutely to die for. There you go. That's why I do everything skin down. Because you pull it off, you got all that fat underneath, right? You see that? And it just pulls off. It's dry, but it still wants to fall apart, but it's still, wow, is that ever good? Holy. Okay. Normally when I have friends over, it doesn't make it much farther out of the smoker. Wow. That is really good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly bring in, there's the pork ribs that I put in the marinade, well, in the homemade barbecue sauce. I'm going to run up here quickly now, get the rest. Wow, that is really good. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly run in here. Sorry about that, people. Okay, I'm still here. So I put the ribs in here and I'll show you the ribs. Like I said, I don't have a videographer, so I do have this thing on a tripod, which is kind of a pain. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to do a quick, there. Alright, so we'll try to get a little close up here of the, actually what I'll do is I'll put it over here. I'm going to unwrap the pork rib. I'm just going to pick one, any one. Okay, nice and light. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so everybody can see that. All right. Now we got to do the rib test. Let's see. Wow. Just the right amount of texture. All right, I got to have a taste. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. That. There isn't going to be much of that left. Okay. So the pork ribs, wonderful. Still have a little bit more sauce left. So of course you can use that for their dipping. There's no vegetable proteins, no meat proteins in there, so you don't have to worry about it being at room temperature. It's still got garlic and stuff in it, it's all good. That, wow. Nice infused, some smoke, some salt and sugar, and then our homemade barbecue sauce. And once again, we'll bring out the salmon. All right, so now if you can see, here's that large piece. Right? Just want to make sure it's all on video. Okay. You see that? It's still, but watch this. See that? Really nice. There's still juice underneath. If you see that, I'm just going to show you a little bit. You can still see there's still some moisture down in there. That's still nice, but watch this. Watch this come right out. There. Just like that. And you see there's still moisture in there. It's not super dry. It's got a beautiful skin, nice color to it. You see that tint skin on it? Right? Whoa, nice. Hold on. You still get the fat from the salmon, which is really good. You do everything skinned down with the salmon, okay? Everything skinned down. You don't want this wonderful fat layer in here to fall away. Underneath is the protective coating, your skin. I do everything skin down with fish. Always skin down. That is really flippin' good. And like I said, this salmon was in my freezer probably for 2 years. But the thing is that when you thaw out salmon, pork, beef, roasts, any kind of meat out of your freezer, don't unwrap it. Leave it in its packaging and let the moisture re-infuse back into the meat. If you unwrap it, it's going to be really freaking dry, okay? So this salmon, I let it thaw out in the original packaging. It was a paper, a real thick paper packaging that the natives put it in, and I let it thaw out in the packaging completely until I unwrapped it. That is really good, unbelievable. You see, it's got a little bit of a dry texture to it. Some pieces are a little drier than others. Oh man, okay. Now, if you break this up and you put that into some cream cheese, break it up into cream cheese, crackers. Now, if you want to freeze this, I would put it in freezer bags. I would wrap it in cellophane first, then freezer bag, suck out all the air. This stuff here will probably outlast most marriages. Okay? That is good. And you see a little bit of fat. That fish fat is really good. Okay? That's omega-3, omega-6. That's the fatty oils. Wow. Oh, my. You can pretty much make a meal out of that. So, that is the finished product. You can eat the skin if you want, but you might be chewing for a little while. You might want to make moccasins out of that. But that's the protective coating. Always skin down. If you're doing trout, bass, walleye, if you're doing what we have here is trout, Dolly Varden, salmon, whitefish. You know, whitefish are bottom feeders, but you can still smoke them, and they're still really good. Oh man. Okay, that's finger licking good. So thank everybody for watching, and you know, enjoy. You can mix and match your spices. I wouldn't add too much moisture into this. You can add a little bit of teriyaki or a little bit of soya, or you know, something like that, but I don't want to add a whole bunch of moisture. You can add spices in there, sure, dried spices. You can add tarragon, you can add basil, you can add well, what other ones? A little bit of oregano, a little bit of rosemary's nice. But fish, pork, keep it sweet. You know, with your chips, you want cherry, you want maple, sweet maple, and you want apple or plum or pear. Okay, you want sweet woods with this stuff. With the beef, you want to go with the hickory, the mesquite, what's the other ones? Alder. You know, any darker flavors. These I consider as a light flavor. You still want to taste the fish. Okay, I can taste salmon. It's real nice. I don't want to override the fish taste, because you might as well just be marinating your sock and then smoke your sock, because really you want to taste the fish, but you don't want to taste a whole lot of smoke, which we didn't, and you don't want to taste a whole bunch of marinade and a whole bunch of, you know, whipped cream on an onion or lipstick on a pig. Alright, and this stuff here, I'm just going to put it in freezer bags. If it doesn't last the next day or two, my neighbor's coming over, they're going to pig out on this stuff, so I'm going to have to get a whole bunch more. But pork ribs, love it, and salmon. So keep it simple, and you know, I love to hear about your recipes, and you know, maybe I'll check out your videos and stuff. Alright, just keep it simple. Alright, thank you everybody for your responses, and I'm kind of a newbie to this YouTube thing, so thank you very much for everybody watching. Bye for now.